Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to tackle something absolutely crucial. We're looking at why treating artificial intelligence like just another simple software tool is literally the biggest mistake professionals are making right now. We are in the middle of this massive, unprecedented technological shift, but if you look around, people are still trying to interact with these incredibly complex systems as if they were just another app on their smartphone. Well, we're going to change that exact mindset today.
So let me ask you this. Are you still treating AI like autocomplete? It's a super important question to ask yourself. We really have to challenge this common habit of using AI as just a faster calculator or a fancy spell checker. If you're basically just using it to finish your sentences or quickly draft an email, you are completely missing the point. We need to totally shift our thinking and start treating this technology as a true collaborative partner.
Here is our playbook for today's Explainer. First, we'll hit the AI coworker mindset. Second, human versus machine partners. Third, the 4 rules. Fourth, prompting and management. And finally, we'll wrap up with the productivity payoff. This is your guide to mastering daily AI collaboration, drawing heavily on some incredible research from Wharton professor Ethan Mollick.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the AI coworker mindset. Let's look at Ethan Mollick's approach.
This necessary paradigm shift all comes down to a concept called co-intelligence. Basically, this means treating AI not as a static software tool, and definitely not as some sci-fi threat, but actually as a collaborative coworker, a teacher, and a creative partner. Mollick argues that we absolutely have to move past this fear of being replaced, or conversely, treating it like a magic wand and actually start actively managing our AI.
Moving right along to Section 2, human versus machine partners. Let's set some realistic expectations here.
Think about your favorite human coworker for a second. They might be a little bit slower to get back to you, sure, but they are incredibly context-aware and highly reliable, right? Now compare that to your new AI partner. It is capable of lightning-fast, rapid generation, but is notoriously prone to hallucinations and absolutely needs constant guidance. It's incredibly fast at generating ideas, but it will confidently make things up completely out of thin air. And that right there is exactly why your human judgment remains an absolutely vital part of the equation. And modern AI systems aren't just reading text anymore. According to Stanford's Emerging Technology Review, multimodal AI models can now transform text, image, sound, and video inputs into completely diverse outputs. This vastly expands the strange strengths and the incredibly complex tasks your machine partner can actually handle. It mirrors how we as humans interact with the world, meaning you can now collaborate on a much wider, way more creative canvas.
Because of these incredible new multimodal capabilities, the actual unit of productivity is fundamentally changing. Think about it. Tasks that once required entire teams or highly trained specialists can now often be completely knocked out by a single individual working alongside an AI. It is a massive shift in how much just one person can accomplish in a single afternoon.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 4 rules for effectively managing your AI. Okay, here is your daily playbook. Rule 1, invite AI to every single task. Seriously, just see what it can do. Rule 2, keep humans in the loop. Always maintain oversight. Rule 3, treat AI like a person by giving it the deep context it needs. And Rule 4, actually this is my absolute favorite, assume it's the worst AI you'll ever use. Why? Because the technology is literally improving every day. You have to plan for the tech to get better while safely experimenting with what we have today. And speaking of keeping humans in the loop, rule number 2 is absolutely vital because present-day AI agents still face some major technical limitations. They really struggle with memory constraints, basic reliability, and interoperability. Even the best AI suffers from goal drift, which is where it just totally forgets its original objective, and resource exhaustion. Sometimes it will literally get stuck in an infinite loop just talking to itself. Your oversight is the only thing keeping the whole project on the rails. Okay, on to Section 4, prompting and management. Let's talk about how to actually direct this machine. So going back to that idea, treat AI like a person by giving it context in a role. Professor Mollick's specific advice here is that we have to stop treating AI like a search engine keyword bar. Instead, you need to assign it a specific persona. Industry experts use a really great framework called CRIT that stands for context, role, interview, task. Give it context, assign it a role, have the AI interview you to clarify the strategy, and only after all that do you assign the final task. Now, because you're delegating that raw generation to the machine, your daily job shifts completely.
Your new focus must be on creativity, critical thinking, and evaluation. You just aren't doing the raw, repetitive tasks anymore. Instead, you're focusing on high-level creativity and carefully directing the machine's output. So congratulations, you've basically been promoted to editor-in-chief, and the AI is your very enthusiastic, if a bit naive, junior writer.
Finally, Section 5, the productivity payoff. Let's look at the real-world results of all this.
20 to 80%. Now this isn't just theoretical fluff. Real-world research and thousands of hours of rigorous testing in Wharton classrooms show massive productivity gains ranging anywhere from 20 to 80%, and that depends entirely on the task, of course. But you only see those gains when workers effectively manage their AI collaborator, rather than just treating it like a basic Google search bar.
And you know, the benefit goes far beyond just pure speed. This kind of collaboration narrows performance gaps, essentially acting as a great equalizer in organizations. It brings lower-performing workers up to speed so much faster. It enhances rapid problem-solving, and it completely shifts your mental focus to high-level strategy. It just totally redefines what a single employee can achieve when they have a tireless partner by their side.
But hey, we have to be completely realistic about the macro picture here. AI adoption absolutely causes shifts in employment. It's going to integrate seamlessly into a lot of workflows, but yeah, it will also replace some jobs entirely. The really clear takeaway here is that those who learn to integrate AI into their workflows as a partner today will have a massive, significant advantage in an economy where roles are shifting really unpredictably.
Which brings us to our final provocative thought for today's explainer. How will you delegate to your new coworker tomorrow morning? We're leaving you with this question to spark your curiosity and really encourage you to start actively experimenting. Seriously, don't wait for the technology to be perfect. Boot up your AI, give it a persona, set its context, and start collaborating with your new partner today. Thanks so much for exploring this with us, and we will catch you on the next explainer.